In this matchup, we have Nate taking on Ryan. Nate's coming in at an age of 26 years old, a height of 6'4", a weight of 266 pounds, and a reach of 77 inches. Ryan's coming in at an age of 40, a height of 6 foot, a weight of 253 pounds, and a reach of 72 inches. Nate's coming off a KO loss up against DeBell, who is the current champion. Ryan's coming off of a DQ victory due to Darius clubbing him twice. So let's just get to it, because I want to see how this one goes down. Nate has won the coin flip and he's elected to go right hand on 3. Ooh, that slap sounded massive, but it was a massive club. Ryan took it like it was absolutely nothing. Ryan's already recovered and he's elected to go right hand on 3. And Nate seems to think the duck face is going to help him here. I don't think so.
We're gonna find out.
Nope, that wasn't very effective at all. I do not recommend the duck face defense, but that was a beautiful slap, laying Nate on his ass. He might fall on his ass twice. He seems to be recovered, but that sound though. And unfortunately, Ryan stepped, so he got himself a penalty. Nate's ears stopped ringing and he's ready to slap for the second time. Man, I cannot believe the amount of hand-to-face ratio. Nate managed to hit him in the eye, the nose, the mouth, the ear, the chin, and pat him on the back in the same swing. He's making his own game of head and shoulders, knees, and toes, and it's eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. And Ryan's upset because he swears 2 people hit him at once. But he's recovered and he's ready to slap for a second time. Ooh, and Ryan lays him down a second time. I don't know if Nate's gonna be able to recover after that one. Those legs look like they're made of jello. Bro's looking like he needs some physiotherapy to learn how to walk again. That slap made my ear ring in my headset. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. They're calling it. That's Ryan knocking out Nate. Congratulations on the victory, and thank you, Nate, for competing. In this matchup, we have Dorian taking on Brian. Dorian's coming in at an age of 26 years old, a height of 6'1", a weight of 264.5 pounds, and a 75.5 inch reach. Brian's coming in at an age of 36, a height of 6'6", a weight of 266, and a reach of 84 inches. Brian's got a couple of KOs, but one was a DQ due to him stepping up against Miles, and the other was up against Evian in the third, where he sat him down faster than a kid on a timeout. We know Dorian has a chin after that amazing war up against the Iron Giant, and we know he has an absolute hammer for a slap. A great example of that is his matchup against James. James may still be wandering in the back of the Apex looking for his way. So this is gonna be a good match. Let's just get to it. Brian's won the coin flip and he's chosen to go left hand on 2. Ooh, that sounded like a great slap, but Dorian absolutely ate it. He's even talking a little bit of shit right now. But listen to that again. This slap is just like me when I make my videos. A little bit high, but we'll allow it. Dorian's not wasting any time. He's chosen right hand on 3 and he's ready to slap. Dorian returns the favor and gets a little high himself. It sounded great. This is also no longer a slap fight. This is now a slap session because both these men are getting high out here. But it's good to see you sharing. Brian wasted no time, knows how a rotation in a session works. It's slap, slap, pass. Well, I mean, it's slap pass. It just sounds better. Ooh, and I'm definitely thinking that slap is an indica because it calmed Dorian down. And the sound of that slap when it hit, that wasn't no Reggie. Dorian's recovered and he's ready to slap. Ooh, and it looks like the session is starting to take its toll on Dorian. His accuracy is suffering. That was a massive club. Brian just casually makes everybody on stage look tiny, and I think it's unbelievably unfair. And you can tell by looking in his eyes, he's super cocky about being super big. Probably calls people like little dude and little guy, things like that, just to like subtly insult the rest of us that are highly challenged. But I'm drifting here, and it's his slap. Ooh, and that was a beautiful little slap, and Dorian ate it like it was an appetizer. I'm just kidding, that was a cannon. Dorian is wasting no time at all, and he's ready to return the slap. That was absolutely horrible. I ain't even lying. Not only did Dorian step through the slap, he clubbed the absolute shit out of Brian, causing his nose to kinda explode, making for a great slow-mo. It even got on Dorian's forehead, but Dorian gets called for it, and that's his second striker foul, which means that's a DQ. So that means Brian gets the victory. So congratulations, Brian, on the win, and thank you, Dorian, for competing. In this matchup, we have Sheena taking on Jackie. Sheena's coming in at an age of 32 years old, a height of 5'5", a weight of 155.5 pounds, and a 64-inch reach. Jackie's coming in at an age of 35, a height of 5'6", a weight of 154.5 pounds, and a 66-inch reach. I am super excited for this one. We've seen Sheena lay out two people out cold. One did a somersault, the other one's napping still, maybe to this day. We're not sure. She hit her head on the way down, but now Sheena gets to go again. The Queen of Slap is back, ladies and gentlemen, and she's going up against Jackie. And Jackie's got an MMA background, so let's hope she can take a slap and not a nap. Jackie has won the coin flip, and she's chosen to go right hand on 3, so let's see what she's packing for slapping. Oh my good God, the Queen of Slap is napping. She's not slapping people, she's playing the fucking piano. Look at that. Kind of makes me wonder if she's got a hobby playing the piano just by how her body naturally reverted to that position. But anyway, holy shit, Jackie just KO'd Sheena. But unfortunately, she clubbed. And this is the best angle I could find. So that means Sheena gets the victory. But damn, listen to that one again. In this matchup, we have Chris taking on Muniz. Chris is coming in at an age of 32 years old, a height of 5'11", a weight of 170 pounds, and a 71-inch reach. Muniz is coming in at an age of 24, a height of 6 foot, and a weight of 170 pounds, and a reach of 73 inches. We have waited all season for this matchup right here, and it is finally time. And I don't want to waste much time, but we just have to review. These two went at it during the season. It was kind of an unsanctioned match, and in my opinion, Chris was DQ'd because he didn't call which hand he was going to go on and just sucker punch Muniz. That's a dub in Muniz's corner. Now this is technically the rematch. Muniz is chosen right hand on 1, so let's see what he's got in the first official match. And Muniz lands a beautiful slap, but Chris is jumping around like he's been on a 3-day bender. Bro got hit so hard he thought the bass dropped and started dancing like it was the rave last night. And then he realized that there is no music, so he played it off like he's trying to do stretches. You were fooling absolutely nobody, Chris. He quick shows the ref he doesn't have his ankle monitor anymore and he's allowed to be here. He has chosen right hand on 2, and let's see if he has a better slap than his punch. I don't know what's going on here, but Chris is taking an awfully long time to settle. 3 hours later.
Been almost a year since he's been in this position.
Shit, it's been almost a year since he touched Muniz's face. I almost took a nap.
This is exciting.
What's exciting? Watching a man caress another man's face? I want to see a slap. Let's go.
Welcome to the welterweights.
Ooh, Chris landed an absolutely beautiful slap, and Muniz ate that like it was nothing at all. But look at his hair during this slow-mo. The delay of his hair moving after his chin was hit on impact is beautiful. This is now in my top 5 of favorite slow-mos I've seen. That's so nice. Muniz has no time to waste. He's chosen again to go right hand on 1, and let's see what he's got this time.
Right down the barrel.
Holy shit, Chris just about jumped out of the way. I don't know what he's getting so excited for. Now he's complaining because Muniz hit him in the ear. Yeah, bro, because you fucking jumped out of the way, my man. You made it so he almost patted you on the back. Thankfully, the refs are paying attention and they call him for flinching. So you know the rule, 2 for flinching. So Muniz is going to have a chance to hit him again. Muniz has chosen to go right hand on 3 because he wants to savor this moment.
Chris. 2.
Oh, goddamn, that was fucking vicious. Listen to that again. That was an absolute hammer, and Chris ate that pretty well. We also have a great opportunity to see that PowerSlap finally gave us the other side camera. Look right here. They are finally giving us the other side of the slap. I seriously thank you for this one, PowerSlap. I believe I can fly. Part of me thinks that that's what he's doing while he's on stage, going around with his arms out like that. Every time his arms open, the music kicks on, and this is how I see it in my head. I can't be the only one, right? Like, he's got to be thinking it too. Like, what else could he possibly be doing with all the time he's doing running around in circles with his arms open? I think I may be onto something, and Chris may possibly want to fly.
This is what I want.
Okay, Chris, if you believe it, you can achieve it. But first, just calm down and slap.
Gonna give it everything.
Holy shit, that was a cannon. Listen to that again. That sounded absolutely brutal, and it definitely looks like it left some damage. And it was a beautiful slap. And again, Muniz's hair makes the slow-mo so much better. Muniz is wasting no time, and he's ready to slap. But it seems like Chris is having an issue being able to stand still. All the way to the point where the ref has to come and intervene and tell him to stand the still. Chris tries to explain that it's his ADH, and the ref then says, isn't it ADHD? And Chris says, no, it's a drug habit. At least that's how I'm assuming that conversation just went down. Either way, he's gonna try again to slap. Holy slap, did you hear that? That slap sounded amazing, and Chris is throwing up sign language because he's forgotten how to speak. For the first time in the match, ladies and gentlemen, the impossible has happened. Chris is standing still. Didn't last long, and it looks like he's going to recover, and I'm just going to say he ate that pretty well. That slap was massive. Can't really say Chris has recovered fully from that slap, but he's ready to go, so that's good. He's chosen right hand on 3, and let's see what he's got after being rocked like that.
2.
Ooh, and Muniz goes down, but that slap didn't sound right at all. Listen to this. That was most definitely a club. He basically karate chopped him in the throat. Turpin quick pops in and says, this is the floor and this is up. That's a good coach. He saw Muniz didn't know which way was up and down. He is most definitely rattled. Turpin saw the slow-mo on the big screen and got immediately jealous of how that hair makes for the best slow-mo, so he went out himself and got himself purple hair, which I seriously hope he wears in his rematch up against Wolverine. The refs did call clubbing. The ref is also telling Muniz to keep his chin up because Chris was complaining that he was tucking it, which I will say it's down low. And is Chris sponsored by Beaver Tails? I know he's not, but that's all I see. Muniz is now recovered from that clubbing experience from Chris, and he's ready to slap. Ooh, and Muniz's slap has Chris looking like he's in the Thriller music video. Sent this man back in time to the 80s when he thought he knew how to count. No, Chris, he didn't, and you still don't know how to count. But the sound of that slap was amazing. Chris has recovered quickly, and he's ready to slap. Let's see if he can avoid another clubbing.
2.
Nope, that was absolutely horrible. This is the first time Chris has went this far into a match, and I think he's starting to feel the storm. His accuracy is definitely suffering here because that wasn't close, and it didn't even sound good. And Muniz took it like a champ. The ref has called him for clubbing, and they're deducting another point. And if this goes to the decision, then these are definitely going to add up. Because Muniz is throwing absolutely beautiful slaps tonight. So I think he's definitely up on the scorecard by a lot.
Will he still be there in just a second?
Ooh, and Muniz just turned KO Chris off. Bro's not knocked out. He's disconnected from life. Congratulations, Muniz, on the knockout, because you are now the fucking champion, brother, in an absolutely beautiful way. That was again a beautiful slap. And Chris is gonna have to change his name to KO'd Chris, cause that man may still be sleeping to today. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, slap that like button, slap that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.